Hello and welcome to this Zion's edition of the video analysis. Super long one, got sidetracked a bit. Anyway, I'm sure some of us have noticed ankle freezing mongrels at the top of the A-League, and a lot of us are probably wondering what did that happen? Well, one of the reasons is that, as discussed above in the writing thing, defense has managed to cause a lot of missed shots now. The main feature of this defense is the 3-1 defense. It's got kind of essentially a sweeper in some Chinese dude. And then on the right we have Beavis Petty, on the left we have Dean Toomey. And it's basically a diamond defense against Glaston. I picked this game because it seemed like the biggest upset. Against Glaston, as you can see, it's pretty well going to match up pretty much perfectly for Aaron's. So yeah, Glaston, well, I probably should have changed the tactic, to be honest, because it's pretty much the ideal defense against him. Said pretty much way too many times already. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, the beauty about this defense, especially against Glaston, because they don't have any wide players, is that if the ball ends up on a wing, let's say a defensive midfielder for Glaston has it, so who's on the left? It's that guy, Geronimo Bartolome. That's a great name, by the way. Anyway, let's say he's got it and he wants to cross it over. The striker there is on the right, so we're going from the left of the field to the right, as I think, yep, there's the arrow. So let's say we make a pass like that. The player, who's on striker? Right. Colin Roden, who's the right attacking central guy, that closest yellow dot to that. He's basically going to have two guys to beat. And this is pretty much why in the entire game Glaston managed to not get as many shots on target as they should have, because if defenders are near strikers they tend to miss a bit more than usual. So with this formation you're pretty much always going to get at least two guys between the ball and the goal. Against the wider formations it obviously doesn't work so well, but against this Glaston team with this triangular attack, it works very effectively. Also, the fact that he's only using 4 defensive players gives a lot of options in attack, so Aaron's can basically counter-attack very quickly and efficiently with essentially 5 players there. Anyway, here's the first print screen. We can see here that I'm fiddling around with some stuff. Alright, so we've got that wide player who's Colin Roden that I've just circled. We've also got the central midfielder 3, that's Bert Collins, I imagine. So with the striker's obviously marked and the left wing is obviously marked. It's the left defensive midfielder Geronimo Bartolome has the ball. What the fuck was that all about? Oh man, it's been a while. Alright, so cursor's going over. Yeah, so the pass is in blue here. It's going to go across. Now, obviously, because in most Manager's own sim, the attacker never takes the ball down straight away, there's always going to be this delay. So, unless your striker's really open, he's pretty much not going to get to this in time before the defender has time to recover and get back into position and pressure the striker, which is pretty much what is going to happen here. That left back, Dean Toomey, is going to get close enough to pressure the striker, attacking midfielder, whatever position you want to call Roden, Rowdon, whatever. And I've still got a lot of talking to do. Yeah, so for some reason so what, in effect, in order to, ideally the striker's wider and the pass goes about there. and obviously your striker has a very short distance to get to that. He'll probably, in this situation, the defender's going to have plenty of time to recover, so he's going to be, Rodon's just going to be forced to take a shot from distance, and he's got one player between the goal. If he tries to take on that play, well, assuming he doesn't lose the ball, the sweeper's going to come in and protect the centre. So we can see here with the second arrow now, which I think is pretty much why the attacker elects just to bomb it in from outside the 18-yard box in the first instance. And this, basically, the strikers here, they're too central, they're all basically marked. They're all going to run into these types of positions, which are essentially useless. The only real play here is to keep the ball, but because the strikers are so central, the same thing's just going to happen, and it was relatively common in this game for a cross to come in, but nothing much to come from it because the defense can recover because from any cross. Let's call that red arrow an off-target shot, so it ends up, I don't know, somewhere completely useless. Yeah. Is that Christini with the ball? That told me I've got my... No, he should be on the... I've got a cheat sheet up. I think I've put some of the players in the wrong position. Peace sign. So, yeah, there's the two guys who have the shot covered, essentially. In case you didn't realise I pointed them out before. Here's the video of what happens in the game. So in comes the cross, it's Rodon with the ball there. In this case it's the sweeper who gets across better than the other guy, but ball's cleared. It did hit the post, but as I said, shots with defenders near them or in between the goal and the striker tend to be less accurate. Anyway, here's another freezing thing that for some reason I do. Alright, so on the left there, that should be... Doesn't look like ASCII. Yeah, no, that should be ASCII with... No, it's not ASCII with... Actually, that's probably Geronimo Bartolome again. That's a great name, Geronimo Bartolome. Could say that all day. Alright, so he's probably got the ball. I'm hoping it's him. Otherwise I've screwed up his positioning thing and stuff. Yeah, anyway. So ideally he's going to dribble it where the first arrow goes, and then the defense will recover. They'll be dragged across. So you can see with these black arrows now. But again, the cross will come in, but the striker will take too long to take it down, and then the striker will also... Well, he'll dribble towards goal, but he'll be forced into a long shot because the defense will recover to a position where the striker will be within range and without any real options, because again, he's just too central to try to get past the attack. Somewhat ironically, I think Panthers had a pretty good setup earlier. They managed something like 16 shots, but shot accuracy was like 30% or something, so they didn't even score in the end. Maybe I should have looked at that game. Anyway, so the cross is going to come in. It's going to take... who's on the right? Ah, it's Rodon again. Rodon, whatever. Cullen. It's Cullen. What kind of first name is Cullen? Anyway, so he's going to take the ball. It's going to take him too long to receive the ball. Yeah, alright. So here's the video part. Yes, takes a short dribble, crosses it in, the sweeper has this covered as, again, shot forced from distance, under pressure by one player, tend to miss. The closer in they are, the more accurate it is, but against this defense with this attacking setup, they tend to result in long shots. Here's probably a great example of a defense at work. We've got the three attacking players for Glaston, and they're all marked by at least one player. Even the central midfielder and the bloke over there, that I don't know why I circled that guy. pretty much not in the play. But anyway, everyone's marked. Yeah, so hopefully start drawing some arrows and stuff. Be useful. Alright, so the pass ends up going down here, and what's going to happen in this play is that you're going to move the ball from side to side to try to free up some space for an attacker to get a free shot. What ends up happening is not much really. So on the right, so that'll be Roden again. Why do all these feature Roden? So defense will slide across. The attack always slides across less than the defense, so this in theory frees up Clark Askew on the left wing on the other side. But what will happen in effect is that the ball takes too long to be moved. Oh, just pointing out that there's no real point trying to dribble basically three guys there. Yeah, trying to dribble Todd Balam, and that Chinese sweeper dude. No, wrong team. Dean Toomey's the left back for the Mongols. Balam's the left back for Glaston. I don't know why I've said that. Anyway, so either he dribbles one and he goes wide, and then basically tries to draw the sweeper and make the pass. But I don't think that manager's own players are smart enough to pull off this move. Besides, he still has to beat the two guys that are marking him here. Oh, and the striker has to be smart enough to stay onside. That's normally not a problem. Okay, I can't undo those arrows, so fiddling around. Yeah. Minor distraction, people. Yeah. Alright, so let's see if I can get rid of these arrows on the screen. Oh no, it's another freeze frame. Why didn't I delete this from the video? Okay, we're back. Yeah. Pretty lazy. Anyway. So, yeah. I think that's actually Todd Balam with the ball. Anyway, so he'll make the pass on the left. Try to find, oh, I haven't done the dishes. She's gonna get pissed. I'm still up. It's still good. I hope. Anyway, okay, so the ball ends up going down the right to Roden. From there, defense gets dragged across, but because he doesn't have any real options, Balam, I think it's Balam, it might be Trevena who runs across where that arrow is, either or, basically some player on the left. And there will be a back pass because basically the striker isn't wide enough to expose the three-man defense. Mickey Mouse. Yeah, so that player, the attacking player on left, Clark Askew, is still going to be marked by Beavis Petty. He had a pretty good game, Petty. Anyway, yeah, pretty good commentary this time around. Trying to get it all done in one shot. There's still 5 minutes to go. Far out. Why did I make this up? Oh, what's that big circle for? It's a mistake. I know what I'm doing. Oh, it should be a pass. Yeah, okay, so here's the back pass. Took you a sweet time with that. Alright. Back pass comes across. And then a bunch of stuff happening. Well, not much really. Yeah, so that's going to cause the striker to come up towards the ball because you lose territory, so the defenders push up a little bit. So that's Jessup Howard's actually the central striker. He hardly figured in this game, I think, from memory. And then, yeah, that bloke on the left, Clark Askew, is marked by Petty pretty tightly. It's going to come up. That sweeper, Chinese dude, comes up. force played to the left. Askew's got 2 to beat to get a close shot, 1 to beat to get a distance shot. If he beats the first guy, you'll probably end up having to cross it again, and every time you cross it with the setup, Glaston's got a defensive cover because you can't cross it far enough to gain an advantage. So I'm pretty sure there's a dribble and then a shot or something from memory. Yeah, he's got to get past that bloke who's circled, and then hopefully a circle will sweep. Yeah, Chinese dude. He's also covering. There's nothing happening now. Don't know why I'm still running this. Oh look, this has made another circle. Yeah, that was the useful circle. Ooh, video's coming up. Oh yeah, so I think this is the second last one. Why did I take so long with this? Alright. So here's the next video. Yeah, so Balam's got the ball, passes wide to Roden, he crosses it back. Balam ends up with it. The defender actually got dragged up the field, but the sweeper was still there to force the distance shot. This time it was unmarked, but as you saw how far out he took that shot from, it wasn't really a high percentage shot. So obviously the player misses, and yeah, I've talked about that enough. Anyway, final goal here now. If you're still listening to me, well done. Don't know why you are still listening to me, it's just going to be a repeat. So what I think happens is Bert Collins, the central midfielder, has the ball. He dribbles to the left. This obviously drags the defence. Defence goes to the left. Defence always moves a lot more than the strikers do, so it frees up on the right. Ooh, Cullen Roden again. Jessup Howard, that striker's been essentially useless in this game, or at least it seems so, based entirely on this analysis. I can't remember what his stats were. So there's your left defender moving too much, as always happens in the sim. Dean Toomey, sweeper dude moving across, Beavis Petty moving across there, Burke Alcock, the defensive midfielder. Apparently I can't be bothered showing you what he does. Alcock. Anyway, so the pass will be across to Roden. He will ideally run onto it, but as I've discussed earlier, it's going to take him too long to bring the ball down to control it. By the time he brings the ball down and controls it, normally at least one defender. In this game it did tend to be the sweeper. The Chinese dude gets across, and then the Chinese dude forces a shot from distance because they don't seem to want to take him on. I'm not sure if you can actually affect your opponent's ability to take the ball on or not. I think you can. I tend to set offensive, I think, as a strategy tends to result in more long shots. But of course, if you set defensive, I think you end up with more back passing, so it's a double-edged sword. Normal, well, I haven't used normal in a while. I think that's how it is from memory. It's been a while since I've looked into those differences. Attacking tends to result in a more counter-attacking. Oh, 5 seconds to go. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, here's the video. I hope it's a video, yeah. The ball goes to the left. Player ends up taking a no, he does pass, and then Roden, he's still got that defender in the way. Anyway, that's it for me, Dick Rickster, for this edition of The Zone. Maybe see you next time, I'll see how bothered I am.